gonna talk about things that bother me.
It's gonna be a 2-hour video.
Our biggest. All right, now we're gonna talk about our biggest pet peeves, y'all. And I want you all to comment down below if you agree with any of these, if you think we're wackos, or what your pet peeves are. Because I got a lot of them. My number one pet peeve, y'all. Did you hit my neighbor?
Well, what is it?
Okay, one of my biggest pet peeves is accusing me of doing something I didn't do.
I would feel like that's probably a lot of people's peeves.
Yeah.
Nobody really likes that.
That's one of them. Another pet peeve. I had a whole list of these before I pressed play. Which one of your pet peeves?
Littering.
I don't really hear that.
I hate when, like, you're with a group of people and you're guilty of this too.
I hate when you get real close to cars in front of us. Babe, stop. You know I've got PTSD. Like,
okay, so when you're like, all right, well, let's go to dinner, or like we're gonna go, like, or you're in the same, like, your friends are over, whatever. You're like, all right, let's go, and then it's like we sit and talk for another 30 minutes, or like we gotta do this.
You?
Yes, I cannot stand it. Like when we've decided, like, oh yeah, come on up, like we're gonna go to dinner, and then it's like we're gonna go to dinner at 6. Like I know we're not eating until 7:30. I know 100%. And you're guilty of this too, because like today, I'm like, we're just gonna go together? Like, because I need to go to Target.
I was trolling today, but go ahead.
But you do it a lot. You do it all the time.
Nah.
Yes, you do. We're like, I'm like, all right, well, let's go. So we like get dressed. Like I'm ready to go. I'm downstairs waiting, and I'm like, what is happening? I go upstairs and she's like making the bed, or she starts cleaning, like sweeping the floor. Like, I get it, like, this stuff needs done, but, like, we just decided we're leaving. Like, what are you doing? Like, what are we waiting on? You're sweeping you're cleaning. You're sweeping the floor. Like, let's go.
One of my biggest pet peeves is people leaving empty cans and bottles around.
Well, that's funny, because anything you leave around, you end up spitting in.
Well,
that's got to be my biggest pet peeve. Like, that disgusts me to no end. I don't have any patience, so like that cashier today, we had a cashier that went to Burlington, and the dude was like, I mean, good on you, man. He's a young kid, like, good on you, get a job, staying off these streets, whatever, but oh boy, was slower than cold molasses. Like,
he is taking his
literally
time.
Like beep, and then he like picks it up and takes it off the hanger, and then he like kind of folds it.
He's looking around at all his coworkers.
Looking around, like talking to his man, and then he's like pulls his phone out 3 times during this.
I don't remember him pulling out once.
3 times. 3 times during this transaction, because I was checking. He pulled his phone out and texted somebody. Like, this is not that long. This is maybe a 1-minute interaction. If you would hurry up.
One of my biggest pet peeves is when I'm on the highway and I'm in the fast lane trying to get somewhere, and you don't want to get over.
God, yes.
Like, I'll like scoot over onto the shoulders, like you see there's anybody in front of you. If you're the problem, she likes to get real close on them. I don't appreciate that.
That's what they gotta know, though. That if you're like this, they're like, everything's Gucci. I can stay right here. Like, no, you can't. I'm trying to get by you.
And the thing about it is, and depending on what state you live in Indiana, it's illegal. If you've got more than 3 cars behind you, you are now slowing up traffic.
Shep-a-doodle for sale.
I don't know what that is. I can actually pull you over for that, but that's too much work.
Like, especially if you're in the police car, like, you're not gonna get in trouble. Just get out of the way. Speed up and get out of the way. I promise I'm not gonna. I would be more inclined to pull somebody over for riding in the left lane than speeding.
Me too, actually. Oh. pet peeve. Don't park on the curb, next to the curb, in front of my residence. Don't park in front of my house. It bothers me.
It doesn't bother
Don't
me
do it.
at all.
Don't park in front of my house. You know what? Park in front of the house that you there visiting. Park in front of whatever house you paying the bills for, but you ain't paying the bills at my house, so don't park on the street in front of my house. That might be one of my biggest ones right there, y'all. As y'all see how emotional I get about it.
I feel like maybe we're just angry people. You know what I can't stand? When people say supposedly.
I can't stand people say Illinois.
Illinois. My dad says Illinois.
It's not Illinois.
Or Myers.
My mom says Kroger's.
You gonna go to Kroger's?
All of them? All of them?
Another thing I can't say, like, I understand that sometimes you have kids and they are crying and you can't really fix it right then and there, but like, I cannot stand it when there's a crying baby or a screaming child in a store and you just don't do it. Like, I know parents learn to tune that out, but I haven't learned to tune that out. So if your kid is just screaming and crying, there was a kid in Burlington, like, fake crying, like, like, I know you're fake.
You're loud.
Like, I want to get in her face and be like, I know you're, listen here, I know you're freaking.
Girl, we've been there fighting.
Like, if I did that when I was a kid in the store, if I made any kind of noise like that, my parents would have pulled me aside so fast and said, you better quit crying, I'm going to give you something to cry about. Mm-hmm. And they meant it, because they would give me something to cry about.
I'll tell you what else bothers me. When I'm sitting at a red light and I just so happen to be looking down as soon as it turns green and somebody want to honk. Don't play with me.
I'll sit here all day.
We'll sit here that much longer. People standing too close to me in stores.
Yeah, like when we're in that guy behind me kept doing that. Like, I'm looking at stuff like,
when?
At Burlington. Like, you know, they have that impulse aisle or whatever right before the
that
checkout.
one lady, she come right by us to go look at the impulse. Like, you're gonna get there, we're in line.
Yeah, like, I'm looking at something and the line has moved forward, maybe, I don't know, two people lengths have moved up, and he wants to, like, get up on me, like, trying to shove me forward. Like, it doesn't matter. There's still 10 people ahead of us, so it doesn't matter if there's a 1-person gap or a 10-person gap. We're gonna get there at the same time, because I'm not gonna stay here until it's my turn to check out. We're gonna make it, man. Mm-hmm. Be easy.
I like when people talk on speakerphone.
No, I don't. I think that's rude as all get out.
I do that all the time.
That's so rude.
I think more black people do that for some reason. My mom does it all the time. My mom don't ever have a conversation without being on speakerphone. Don't say nothing on the phone when you're talking to her. Mm-hmm. You don't want everybody to know about what they're gonna know about it anyway, because she's gonna tell them.
I mean, it's fine if you're like in your own home, or you're like in the store, or you out at dinner or something. Like, I do not like that. Mm-hmm. Or when people watch stuff on their phone, like, really loud, like TikTok or whatever. Like, why?
Oh, we also hate when you're on an airplane and the plane lands and you jump up and try to run to the front. God, don't do that. Don't do that.
That might be my number one.
You wait your turn. If there's a method to this, you go, you go, you go, you go. Don't try to rush in front of me, because I will jump up and cut you off.
I hate that. And everybody hates you. Just know that if you do that. Oops, I missed. Gonna go. Oh no, wait. I go this way, right? Never mind. I thought I missed I forgot where I was for a hot minute.
I guess, dang.
Yeah, I do hate that. Like, there's a lot of stuff on planes. I could probably do a whole one on planes about stuff that bothers me.
Etiquette.
Yeah. And if it's if it's 5 o'clock in the morning and it's one of those early flights, don't turn your reading light on.
Man, you ain't got on my nerves.
You ain't got that much reading to do.
I'm trying to sleep. Don't turn on no lights when we're on the plane, as a matter of fact. If it's daylight, it's daylight. But you can go ahead and shut them blinds too, because I'm trying to sleep. Yeah. Period.
Get a Kindle.
People the last flight we was on, they had the window up and it was all bright. Like, got me mad, girl. That was not the one I was gonna say. What was it? But that does drive me nuts. I forgot that drove me nuts, but it drives me nuts, y'all.
People stopping at roundabouts.
People not driving right through roundabouts gets on my nerves. That might have been something to do with it. Yes. people who you're at a stop sign and like they don't want to go, like I'm not gonna wait forever. We just gonna go at the same time. I'm gonna say I was here first at this point, because why are we still sitting here? Or when they go and it's not their turn.
Yeah.
That like, really drives
if the
me
car
nuts.
if there's 4 cars and the car in front of you just went, it's not your turn.
It ain't your turn. You gotta wait. You gotta wait.
Oh, look at what's happening in front of us. People that don't know what to do at a 4-way stop. Go ahead.
It's your turn, girl. Just like that. You better not go, because we gonna crash.
I'm not stopping.
It's gonna be your fault.
I got insurance. Do you? Ah, my neck.
My back. My neck and my back. Alright, y'all. That's enough of our pet peeves for now. I know I got more, but that's what I got for y'all for today. Like I said, if you agree with any of these, if you think we're nuts from any of these, if you have your own, comment those down below, because I want to hear them. I want to see them. Another pet peeve, yawning while you drive.
That doesn't even make sense.
I'm just playing. You got any more?
When people smell. Well, yeah, that too. That does annoy me, like shower. But what annoys me more is when people are like,
Come on, baby.
come on, they when people bathe in cologne or perfume.
Yeah, that's still too much.
And it's never like good cologne or good perfume where it's like, it's that the assault on your senses.
Yeah.
Just gets in. I can't breathe. Yeah, I hate that.
Alright, y'all. As you see, she's got way more than I do.
Way more. I'm just a overall angry person and I hate people.
No, she doesn't.
Used to be a people person until people ruined it.
She's jaded. We're all jaded. Alright, guys. As an adult, I don't like you coughing without covering your mouth either.
I don't like it when kids do it.
I don't
Tell your kids.
I don't either, but as an adult, it's 10 times worse. Like, what are you doing?
I do hate that. Like, we walk in the store and I'm like,
It wasn't that long. I can't remember where we were at, and this lady kept coughing without covering her mouth. Stop.
what are you doing?
Ain't got no kind of home training. Alright, for real, we're done now. Alright, y'all. Do us a favor, go ahead and like,
Comment,
subscribe,
and click the bell.
ding, 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 ding. Deuces. Oh, and I'm just playing.
And another thing.